Becoming a manager for the first time is a major career transition that comes along with many opportunities as well as challenges, for which it sometimes can be difficult to be 100% prepared. In this video, we are going to look into 5 aspects that no one tells you about the journey from individual contributor to manager, so that you can make a conscious choice about whether moving into management is the right thing to do, and if so, to prepare yourself for this transition. Hello and a very warm welcome to the channel. My name is Sabine Renner. I'm an organizational psychologist, leadership coach and trainer, and on this channel I provide insights that will empower you to excel in your career and advance in your leadership journey. Now let me share with you something that is so close to my heart. Through my journey as a leadership coach and trainer, I've had the chance to witness many managers succeeding in their roles. Yet, I also met far too many managers who found themselves questioning their fit and were wondering whether being a manager is actually their true calling, asking themselves whether they should return to their previous expert positions, but then being kind of afraid of the consequences on reputation, titles, money, and so much more. Why does this happen? Because we have to make this decision of whether or not we want to become a manager actually without having ever experienced what it actually means. And the truth is that while becoming a manager can be rewarding and exciting, it will most likely be very challenging, especially at the beginning. So in case you wonder whether moving into a managerial role is for you, look at the following 5 factors and ask yourself the related questions so that you can make a conscious choice about your future career trajectory. Factor number 1, being a learner again. Congratulations! You've achieved a significant milestone. You secured the promotion and are now a manager. It's what you've been striving for, a position that promises exciting opportunities. But there is a twist. It's not as straightforward as it seemed. In your previous role, you navigated your responsibilities with ease. Your skills and experience were your compass, guiding you to success. Now, as a manager, you're facing a new landscape, a territory that wasn't part of your initial map. The new challenges are no longer about getting the job done solely through technical expertise. They call for a very different skill set. They're about mastering the art of communication, leading others, oneself, decision-making, strategic foresight, and so much more. And this means that we'll have to upgrade our skill set and to do that as quickly as possible. Recently, a promising coaching client of mine found herself at the crossroad of her career. The offer of her first managerial role was both thrilling and daunting at the same time. And within one of our conversations, she asked, "Do I have what it takes?" In the following conversation, we explored that being successful in the new role will require more than potential, which was clearly there, but also the willingness to invest in herself and embracing learning again. No matter how accomplished we were in our previous roles, the path to success as a manager demands an openness to growth and a curiosity to learn. How curious and open are you? Factor number 2, refocus and balancing priorities. As you move into a managerial role, you will soon notice that the day-to-day operations that once propelled your advancement are no longer your sole focus. Your role has evolved beyond hands-on tasks to encompass more and more strategic leadership topics. In this new role, your mandate pivots towards steering and orchestrating the broader landscape. The tasks that previously showcased your abilities and sets the stage for your progress now share space with a strategic perspective. And you will have to craft and supervise workflows, manage timelines and budgets, and lead teams as well as individuals. This transition really guides you from being operationally inclined to embracing the bigger picture, where your outlook extends beyond individual tasks and contributions. This journey also brings the need for a new balance in terms of time allocation and management. While a managerial entry position might require you to occasionally dive into operational work, dedicating 100% of your time to it isn't sustainable. It's about finding the right equilibrium, because leading others should not be reserved for after hours when everybody else has left. And as you familiarize yourself with this new landscape, you will soon notice that there are many different stakeholders, each presenting their own set of demands. And you'll have to negotiate wisely where to focus on and possibly have to push back from time to time. Blindly saying yes will lead you into complete overload, with you and your team getting increasingly frustrated. So the question is, are you willing to make the strategic shift? Factor number 3, being of service. As a manager, your performance no longer depends on the results you deliver, but on your team's result. This means that you should no longer purely focus on what makes yourself more effective and efficient, but instead ask yourself how you can help your team members elevate their effectiveness. Start to see yourself as a captain, steering an entire team towards success. In your role, you have the opportunity to become a true multiplier who can unlock dozens of hours of productive output from your team. Your team's achievements are your accomplishments. Now, how can you give them the opportunity to be in the spotlight and to be acknowledged for their contributions, which can be so powerful in terms of elevating motivation and nurturing a sense of responsibility and ownership amongst your team members? Now, we already talked about the need for professional and personal development, but this journey should not only include yourself, it should also expand to your team and the question of how you can foster the growth of your team members. Mastering the skill of effective delegation plays a very important role in this context. It not only empowers your team, but also enhances your efficiency and effectiveness. As your team members embrace these responsibilities, you can actually redirect your focus toward more strategic undertakings, allowing your team to handle tasks you might have otherwise previously managed yourself. So, are you willing to take a backseat and focus on helping others to grow, deliver, and shine? Factor number 4, making tough calls. Your journey will, sooner or later, lead you to situations that require challenging decisions and choices that may not necessarily enjoy widespread approval. While valuing your team's insight is crucial, the ultimate responsibility of plotting the optimal path falls actually on your shoulders. This should entail making decisions that carry the risk of disappointing or unsettling your direct reports. Think of, for example, recalibrating team priorities to align with broader organizational goals, or reallocating resources to maximize efficiency. Striving to satisfy everyone can inadvertently lead to pitfalls in leadership strategy, where the pursuit of pleasing everybody overshadows strategic direction. Now, you should also prepare yourself for another inevitable facet of managerial responsibility: the potential need to part ways with an employee. Despite having explored various avenues and secured support from higher authorities and HR, the emotional impact of such a situation cannot be downplayed. Navigating these challenging scenarios is a critical skill that will define your trajectory as a leader. However, they should not only be seen as daunting hurdles, they also present opportunities to cultivate your expertise and hone your ability to lead with both empathy and decisiveness. The question is, can you cope with not being everybody's darling? Factor number 5, setting professional boundaries. As you move into management, being able to strike the balance between being a personable leader and a close friend is paramount. While establishing a solid level of mutual trust and respect between you and your direct reports remains a fundamental priority, you also want to be aware of not crossing certain lines, such as, for example, playing favorites, complaining about others or the organization, or engaging in gossip about people not present. When your team perceives you as engaging in negative dialogues about others or the organization, it can inadvertently cast shadow on their own sense of security. Your role is a stable resource for your team, someone they can rely on with work-related matters, rather than someone with whom they exchange casual chit-chat. Now, maintaining professionalism doesn't imply becoming an almost robot-like manager. Given that a substantial part of your day involves interactions with your team, taking an interest in their lives beyond work can foster stronger rapport. Nurturing these personal connections plays a pivotal role in building a more solid professional relationship. Another challenge that could come up in this regard is how to effectively handle the transition from colleague to boss. If you would like to learn more, look at this video. So let's conclude this final section with one additional question for you to reflect on. How comfortable are you with establishing these boundaries? I hope that today's content has been of value to you. If so, please show your support by hitting the like button. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to provide further insights on any of these challenges. Hit the subscribe button to stay tuned to learn more tips and strategies for success in your career and leadership growth. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.